Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Captain of Industry. Hope you're having a sweet day. Picking up right where we left off, guys. It is our little area over here. I'm gonna call it that. Our little area over here. And we've almost finished it. We have to do something about the ammonia to keep the sour water going. So that's something we're looking to do, right? And that once we get to keep the sour water going, that will maintain or at least keep this side going. We have to keep distillation 1 going so that we can produce things in distillation 2 that allows us to generate the excessive steam that we're going to be generating with distillation 3. All right. So that's the game plan over here. And our trucks are very busy making that happen. We only have 10 workers available. I have a crew on my ship of 60. I'd like to go exploring. I think we're going to go and maybe see what's over here and just check it out. So buy ship. A couple of changes have been made. I've been mostly leaving it paused, but you know, letting it run is nice because we get to build up resources too. I'm making this little walled in section here because we're going to be digging into sand on this side. And so digging this trench for the underground pipe, right? That's going from... Basically, I think I want one out to be over here, and then, or 2 of the outs will be over here, and 2 of the outs will be over here. And then the pipes will all go through here. There'll be about 4 pipes, I think, is what I've decided on. And they'll come out right in this little clearing area. Once they're made, like once the pipes are already like laid in and they're built and everything, and they're starting to fill it in, this wall just gets deleted. All right, so the wall won't stay forever. It's going to go away. I don't necessarily care if it's a clean edge on the side here. And to be honest, if I make a clean edge on the side, that means I can't put cargo docks and stuff here. And I'd rather have the available space for the cargo docks in and of itself. I've got some cool plans for this area, but I'm going to share with them a really far away time later, okay? Yeah, that's my English for the day. A really far away time later I'm going to share. But for now, obviously, we're just going to, you know, be hammering away at the copper. I think I want to get this going, though. I'm going to try this. I think we have got a good amount of copper saved up. But I think I might need... Ooh, I might even need you to do it. Yeah, let's have you go like this. That way you can start on the sand over here. And then I think I want to expand that too. So you're going to be all +2 as you dig into the sand on this side over here, okay? All right, let's focus on this because I want to get this done and over with, right? So we have... Our chemical plants are being built, right? It's going to take a while, but we're building them. I'm also going through gold parts really fast. Probably because these are boosted. Let's unboost them. So we should be able now to boost 2 of these and not boost that and then boost this. So we're making our regular construction parts a lot faster. Going to kick them over to here. We make our gold parts a little bit faster, hopefully. Although I'm noticing ship in battle. I think we can win that. Looks like we can win that. Okay, good. I anticipate the pirates are going to start getting more challenging, right? Ooh, a quartz mine. And we got electronics and stuff. Hooray. Yeah, check this out. So we can see a quartz mine. Oh, there's a limestone quarry over here too. So a quartz mine here and a limestone quarry there. Oh, that's nice. So we can get limestone brought in, well, anywhere we want, right? We can set up some stuff, maybe production over on this side with that. Although, I think this ramp is done, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, we're going to have you start dumping things. I want you to mine. Is this... Oh, this is filled in too. Nice. Okay, hang on. Let me adjust this really quick. I know, I'm like a rabbit. Squirrel or whatever you would call it. I just can't stay focused on one thing. There's too many things to do. Let's go ahead and mine into this. We're going to mine into this. And then I want you guys to dump all that stuff over here if you be so kind to do so. we go in near side, or there might be less material to dump if we go in on this side, potentially. It's really hard to get it started on this side, right? I'm thinking about making a ramp right here, though. If I start right here, then I can have it angle, yeah, kind of like this. Yeah, and then we'll angle it down from here. Maybe something like that. Yeah, maybe down to 13. And then from being 13, we can go flat edge here and then down on this side like that. Yeah. So that'll be our ramp that we dump. And that'll get us from this top side here down to the beach. And then from there, we can build another ramp up to here. Trucks can also drive around, but it might be easier to cut through it. But I want to get access to these resources, and there's limestone right here and everything. So yeah. So that's what we're going to do on that side. And then we're obviously going to be starting to... It's going to take forever, but we're going to dump over on this side too, because we need to dump it all the way down to negative 32, negative 33. So from a starting position of like positive 3. Yeah, so like 35 levels down, we need to dump. And we need to do so for a very long time. It's going to take a long time. Okay, let's stay on task here. So chemical plants, right? We want to process ammonia. Go ahead and get those settings applied to each of these. So these are all going to be processing ammonia. Ammonia is coming through this tank. It's going to come through this pipe, and it's going to feed through here. We also have water coming through the top pipe through here. And then this middle pipe is going to be where the nitrogen comes in. Now, we're not going to use this ammonia supply for nitrogen. Been going back and forth about this, whether or not I want to do that, and I've kind of decided against it. And that's because if we use this ammonia supply to make nitrogen, we don't have enough ammonia to actually use 6 chemical plants. We can only use 4 of them, right? So, and actually, I don't really need that many right now, so I'll go ahead and pause this one. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to use the air separators. And I'm going to place this, I think we'll put the oxygen on this side. We'll place this here, here, and here. All right. And then these air separators are going to connect instead. So we'll have this pipe go up. I think it needs to be level 1, 2, level 2. Yep. And this level 2 pipe will go all the way across here. But I think as of this point, we need a level 2. So actually, I need to go like this. And then the pipe 2 from here needs to go over. And that's because these are going to create 36 nitrogen. And so I don't need it from here, though. This can still be, yeah, like that. And then you can still be like that. So 36 nitrogen there. Let's go ahead and see about just getting those built. And then that feeds into this pipe, which takes it around and puts it into the system, okay? Now, in the event that we somehow fill up on ammonia, and I don't believe we will, because I think we'll be using a good amount here, so I don't think we will. But in the event that we do, we're going to need to do something with it. That's when I'll go ahead and build this. I'm not going to build it yet until I see that it's necessary. But once I see that's necessary, we'll build this. The hydrogen, we'll take the ammonia, we'll burn it off into nitrogen and hydrogen. The nitrogen is going to get directed into this pipe balancer and then sent into this tank, or into this this pipe right here, whatever, right? The pipe that I just made. If for some reason the nitrogen is full and backed up back to here, then we'll go ahead and just burn it off, because that is, you know, environmentally friendly. You can pump as much nitrogen into the atmosphere as you want. No big deal. Also, this doesn't need to be paused anymore. So you can go back. This is getting empty, right? So go ahead, ship, go do things. We finished all 4 of your docks, so everything's ready to rock and roll. We also don't need these trucks anymore, because I've routed a fuel pipe directly in there, so this will keep it filled up too. Okay, so I think all we need now is to create the air separators, and then we can start getting fertilizer created. Fertilizer is going to get created and brought through this pipe and dumped into this fluid storage here. And this is going to be fertilizer 1, okay? Not organic fertilizer, fertilizer 1. The organic fertilizer is over there. We'll look at that in a second, because we're processing things very fast, but I need more farms to actually have that work. And as you'll see later, we're going to actually be producing a crop that is even better for creating fertilizer. So, you know, the corn can get repurposed for other things if we want to, like corn mash. So this fertilizer is then going to come up over here, feed into this machine, which will then be told to create this. Because right now, we're processing sulfur and limestone into slag. These two ingredients also go into fertilizer 1, sulfur and limestone. So we can have both of these resources, or both of these selected, right? If the slag pops out, it'll go here. And if the fertilizer pops out, it'll go through this pipe and into here. And then this is the fertilizer tank that we'll be using to provide fertilizer for the crops that are over here. We'll provide fertilizer too for the crops that are over here. Specifically, I want to provide it to our corn supply so that we can create additional fertilizer organic for the stuff that people are eating. Okay. Okay, the boat's back and repaired and ready to go. And I'm going to send it... this symbol is different than the others, right? Like, this is pirates. Battle score 400 is pretty high. I can't beat that. But this one's 180. I could beat this. And it's got that different symbol, so I kind of want to see what that is. So I'm going to go ahead and tell my ship to go mess with them. Now, that's going to put me at a worker shortage. I had them unloaded temporarily. And I'm really trying hard not to expand the town anymore. But I don't think I have a choice, to be honest. Like, I don't think it's going to... There's nothing I can really do about it, I guess. I've got a lot of regular construction parts, so I guess the only way I could really feasibly expand the town at the moment is to use the standard housing. I was really trying hard not to use this area because, again, I wanted the chicken farms and stuff, but again, I don't think I'm going to have a choice here. So I might need to do that over here and then just like truck it in, or maybe set that up down in this area over here and then make chicken farm. Like I could do that, I guess, because we could get the animal feed brought in. It's already headed this direction anyway. And then the water can come in right there too. So it's possible I could do the chicken stuff right here. But I need to expand. So I have to. I don't have a choice. So I need more people. Let's go ahead and just make the town bigger. Now, you might say to yourself, hey, well, why not you just upgrade these? And it's because of the glass. We just don't have the production on the glass yet. And the red part cost to do this without glass being produced is so high. I'm just not going to do it. It's not good. We win that. That's great. We got fruit seeds. What in the world are we finding? What fun fruit roll up will this map roll out with next? We also have this here, which is a uranium mine. I was wondering how that would work. Because, you know, there is... and there's high battle score pirates here too. I was wondering how that would work because, like, you know, nuclear power is a thing that you can get to eventually, but I don't see uranium on the map, so you apparently have to bring it in from off-site. So that makes sense now. All right, so our population can actually grow now, which is good. When the ship gets back, it's going to need repaired, and we'll just unload the crew to get the staff that we need. Okay, so we need to... I'm going to keep hammering on this because there's a lot to do here, right? I told you it's like step-by-step thing, one step at a time, right, is what we're trying to do. So one of the air separators is done. We need a place for the oxygen to go, and oxygen has kind of limited uses in what we could do with it. And we can truck it over to steel, but we don't need any more steel. What I'm considering doing with it is using it with corn mash to make ethanol. Seems like a good, solid way of making ethanol. If I take a look up here, ethanol is created either by using sugar and oxygen, which just tends to be better, but I can't do that, or with corn mash. And I need ethanol to create a variety of other things. I need ethanol, for example, to create disinfectant. I need it to create plastic. I don't know if this is the best conversion for plastic. I haven't actually looked at that. Where is plastic on this list? Plastic is just not on the list. Does anyone else find that to be weird? Plastic's just not on the list. Okay. We're going to the tech tree. That's what I've been doing anyway, huh? Everyone tells me to use that list, and now look what happens. Okay, we can use excess naphtha and chlorine to make plastic. That seems like it's probably going to be a lot easier because ethanol is not fast to make. So if I can use ethanol for disinfectant and then use naphtha for the plastic, I think that's probably going to be better. Which means we need to create extra naphtha, which is good because I had plans to make extra naphtha anyway. So let's just go ahead with those plans right now. So currently our steam, and they're going to build this stuff too. Like, so as they build this, right, we're actually, is the ship back yet? Right there. I want to unload this crew so I can get everybody running here. There we go. Okay. And since honestly, we really don't need all of these to run since we're not making enough nitrogen for that anyway. So let's just pause half of them, I guess. So what we're going to do here, a couple of things. We have our boiler arrangement like this, right? And you see that there's this extra space here. Now, of course, that space is for trucks to get back here, but trucks really don't need to come back here. This space is reserved for natural expansions to this. And I need more steam. I just do. I want more because I'm using a lot, right? I'm using it in all this stuff here and all this stuff here. And now that we're doing power with it, I don't know if we have extra. So what we're going to do, we're going to copy this boiler. And this boiler is going to go right here. It doesn't block the trucks. They can still get through here. But what happens with this boiler is it's going to take naphtha, okay? Extra naphtha and make steam with it. Now, here's the problem. We're not currently making enough of that, right? We're not making enough naphtha for that to matter. And you can see that the tank is empty, right? Both tanks are empty, but you can see that the tank is empty. Now, we could use the oxygen, actually, to make additional fuel gas, because I believe that's something you can do with it. Oxygen. My memory correct? No, you use fuel gas with it to make diesel. Ah, okay. So not quite what I had in mind there. We could do that for extra diesel and then just use an extra cracker. That might work, but we're going to put a cracker in over here. Okay. So we need a cracking unit. I forget where the heck this stuff is right here. This cracking unit, we're going to take steam, only 3, and we're going to combine it with diesel, which we're producing too much of. You can see it's full. And we're going to get even more naphtha and send it back into the system, right? That's what we're going to be trying to do. Now, I don't know if we're creating enough diesel, so we could also take some fuel gas and make more diesel this way too. But I think one single cracking unit is what I had in mind at this point. So that's what we're going to try to do. And then we need to get the sour water out of here too. And thankfully, the sour water pipe is right here. Right there? Nope, right there. Sour water pipe is right there. So we'll just connect it to that pipe right there. Comes around and pops in right on that pipe. And then the sour water gets sent where it needs to get sent. Yeah. So the cracking unit is going to go here. And we could probably space it out a little bit more. I think maybe here would be okay. If I wanted to have 2 of them if I wanted the possibility to have 2 of them though, I could stick this right up against it. You know, that would be okay. Just flip it like this. And then that would work. So let's say I want 2 of them later on. I don't know if I'll need 2 of them. It's unlikely that I will, but let's just say hypothetically, technically, whatever you want to call it, I might need 2 of them. So if that's the case, I'm just going to move this just a little bit farther away because that pipe needs to be raised up. Okay. So with this cracking unit, we're going to take steam, right? We're going to create naphtha with it. The naphtha needs someplace to go, and so does the sour water. So the sour water, we already know where that's going. This is coming out here like that, and then lifting up. And I'm going to actually go... Looks like I need to go to level 1, actually. So the issue is we have level 1, 2... level 0, 1, 2, and 3 all used here. But I can get underneath it if I go straight... Yeah, if I go like this, I could get underneath it and then raise up from this side, or I can just slap in right here. Hey, wait, that's an idea. Stop it. Is this the sour water pipe? This one, right? I need you to actually operate so I can get, yeah, right there. Okay, so this is our pipe. That's actually fine. That works out really well, actually. So we'll raise it up to 1. Go about to here, drop it down, and then we'll just connect it to this. Right? And that, yeah, that gets us our sour water right there. So sour water has a place to go now. Wait. Just real quick. One tiny amendment. You're going to go flat first and then lift up. That way I can attach to here later with the second one if I choose to build it. Okay, so that's good. Now we have steam or diesel in. Now, that's the way we have a balancer right here. Hello, balancer. This balancer is going to feed fuel through here if there's extra, right? We have a priority out. But if there's extra, then we will be passing it into here. Okay? There we go. Easy does it. So the next thing is steam. Of course, we have a working distribution system for steam already. That's where this is coming in. And so we just need to modify this a little bit to bring steam this way. So to do that, I'm going to temporarily remove this. I'm going to then upgrade you so you can have more. Wow, I don't have any unity at all. No, that's weird. It's a remove. Yeah. All right, you should be upgraded. Oh, I don't have any gold parts. Wow, that sucks. All right, well, we'll do what we can here. What I want to have happen is for you to go over just a little bit further, like that. And then drop down into there again. That's fine. Go ahead and build. Same thing there. Yep. So you're just going to just keep going where you're going, but not sure why that's upgraded as a... I'm not sure what's going on with that, it being upgraded like that, but all right, it's fine. We're going to take this steam pipe, and it needs to dip down. And it will go along, I think, ground level here. Yep. And it's going to pop in like that. Okay. Like that, like that. This will provide steam to the cracking unit. As soon as I can get this pipe to upgrade, to deliver to whatever, like I just don't have any gold parts. We need to do that. I have a lot of red parts right now. For some reason, I am not making enough of these. Is it? I think it's here. I think I need to change this. Do I need to repurpose you to be this? Or can I just add one more? Maybe I can get these resources to flip back into the system. Is that doable? Go put a balancer here and then send it this way? I mean, it might need to happen. I know it's a little bit more spaghetti, but I think that might be a good idea. We're just not producing enough. I'm going to grab another balancer right here. I'm going to unpause you. And we're going to get a flat balancer popped in right here. And then this balancer will manage this for me. Deliver that. I can't deliver those. I don't have any gold parts. So let's stop this for now. No red parts need to be made right now. We can actually do this easier if we just simply stop this belt instead. You know, because it's like instant stop at the storage. So then we can have enough to make this happen. So deliver that and deliver that. Okay. So this will keep going. I want that to be priority, but honestly, I think once we fill this up, because I'm, you know, not using regular parts very often, once we fill that up, I absolutely need this to go straight this direction. Yep, up level 1 here. And then you just need to go over like so, and then dip into here. I know that's more spaghetti. Maybe we'll make it look a little bit cleaner by going like that. Yeah. It looks a little bit cleaner like this. But now we can say, okay, we have dedicated storage. And once that dedicated storage is full, these 2 extra units here that are creating these parts, they can now provide where they need to provide, right? And then we can upgrade maybe a little bit here too. We're going to start using a lot more iron and wood to do this. But now we have basically, we've almost... I guess 50% increase here in production for construction parts. And now they can start flowing this way a little bit faster. It's the extra supply now going in. I think that was just needed. And then these 2 belts are already upgraded to feed faster. All the way up to here, at least. Let's upgrade you. And concrete probably needs upgraded as well, right? I think concrete being upgraded is a good idea. Although we're not producing it fast enough anyway, so... Maybe I need to upgrade some of these. I think so. Let's just do that. We'll upgrade you and upgrade you. And then this belt needs to be conveyed to help with that extra capacity going down the line. All right, so these things, again, same formula. They're just going to... Oh, they're short on something. They're short on slag. Huh? Oh, I'm not crushing enough. There's 2 crushers. That's not enough. I think it might be time to get rid of this bridge. I really don't want to prohibit flow through here, though, because so many trucks use this. If I reorganize this, I bet it's better, right? I'll probably do that offline. I think I'm going to destroy these 2 tanks, because this is all very disorganized anyway, right? So I destroy these 2 tanks, and maybe we'll set them side by side here, and then we'll have like 3 crushers. There's just not enough slag. The other idea would be to get additional slag being brought in over here and then send it from this direction. So have some of them fed from one side, some of them fed from the other. You know, that could work as well. I'll have to think about that a little bit. Greenhouse just finished, and I believe I have what it takes. I don't have any glass. Dude, 320 glass? Holy crap, glass is so expensive now. It didn't take that much glass before, did it? I think they changed up balancing or something to make it to where glass is, like, a lot more glass is needed than before or something. I feel like maybe I'm just paranoid here, but I feel like that's the way it is. Yeah, we're gonna need to get going on that, aren't we? I was really trying to avoid it until this was done, until fertilizer was taken care of. Let me let this run just for a little bit longer until I get at least 2 of these air separators running. And I also want the cracking unit running. And I also want this boiler running. Okay, so I want these 3 things done. And then once I have that done, I think at that point I'm ready to just, you know, take care of it. We have fertilizer 2 right here. It's filling up the tank. And we can then put that to work at the fields too. So let me let this run just a little bit longer. I want to get this stuff up and running. And I also need, obviously, a place for the oxygen. So, all right. So our first cracking unit is ready to rock and roll here. So we'll just go ahead and hit that. And it's going to start working immediately, taking in diesel with the steam, of course. And it's going to give us extra naphtha and sour water. Naphtha is going to come over here, meet up with this already existing naphtha pipe, and send the supply into the tank. And then the sour water goes up and over and into the sour water pipe, which then feeds over to here into the sour water tank. And that's it. We have 3 of the air separators here running. And it's going to take a little bit. We have a little bit of a power blip here just because I keep messing with this system. And this system is our extra power. So once I stop messing with it and it's just starting to flow, I think that the power issues will, you know, kind of go away. But up until we start to actually use the excess naphtha that we're creating right now, and we also need this to keep going too. So like everything just needs to flow before. So medium oil, this has to trigger. It doesn't have enough, doesn't have enough steam, right? So we just need this to, you know, balance itself out now that I keep messing with it. One of the ways we can do that is by getting this boiler up and running. This is another gas boiler, and this is going to burn that excess naphtha. And so it's up and running now. We just need the naphtha to be fed into it. So that's this pipe here. And we're just going to pop that right there. In order for that to work, we have to upgrade this pipe. So we'll get that pipe running too. And then once this starts to trigger, we then need the steam and the exhaust to go someplace. So the steam is going to go up into this pipe here, because this will connect that steam to the balancer here that funnels it where it needs to go. And then the exhaust is going to run underneath that and connect to this pipe here. And that will connect the exhaust to this pipe here, which then sends the exhaust over where it needs to go. And so once we start seeing this happen, we should see, you know, that additional steam make its way through here. We'll see all this stuff start to trigger again, and the power will balance and work itself out. That is my hope anyway. Okay, so I think that we've pretty much settled that. It looks like we've got a decent supply of fertilizer 1 in here, and fertilizer 2 is starting to build up, which is awesome. Now, these 4 buildings here, these are fermentation tanks. We're going to use corn mash with oxygen to start making ethanol, and that's going to end up kind of being produced over in this area. But before we do that, I'd like to get that fertilizer up and running if I could. So I'm going to create 2 additional farms, because we need more resources running here in order for this to happen. And so we're going to have 2 additional farms, and I'm going to go in about, like, think from here. Is that enough, or do I want to go more? You know what? I think we'll just have this be like this. Just a little bit extra space. So 1 here, and then 1 right here. And I think that's probably good. If I can have 2 more, it might be beneficial to do it. Like, maybe 1 more can be over here. Yeah, this 1 extra field can be right here, I guess. Leave a little bit of space. Maybe even leave some driving space. I think we should probably leave some driving space. Is this enough space for the ramp? Yes. It's very tight though. I think I should probably leave a little bit more room, right? So why don't we place this bridge? Yeah, we're gonna leave just a little bit more room, I think, on both sides. So just spread this out to be about like here instead. That should be more than sufficient. Oh yeah, that's a lot more room. So we'll place you, I think, right here. And then we can get these belts and stuff going where they need to go. These 3 farms are only corn, and they're going to be facilitating corn mash so we can make ethanol. Okay, and then the fertilizer is going to head that direction, and we're going to fertilize these fields. I'm not going to fertilize this field. I don't really care, but we'll say that wheat, nope, not wheat, corn is here first. We'll follow it up with green manure. Then this one is going to have just corn only, and there's just going to be just only corn. We'll see if we need to change that, but I think for the time being, it'll just be that. Eventually, we're going to change, I think these 2 fields will end up being soybeans, and then the soybeans will head this direction, and we'll need to separate once more with another split over here. I might end up doing that over here, though. We're going to make more production from more animal feed with soybeans, because soybeans is a much better conversion rate for that too. So if I take a look at soybean farming, which is on the queue, we can see that the mixer takes 60 soybeans to make 108 animal feed. That's a lot better than the corn farming right here. Corn is 60 to 66. So if we can start doing soybeans now, that would be even better for this. I don't know exactly what the soybean, like how much the yield is for soybeans in the fields. So we'll have to see what that is too. But yeah, so this is taking up a lot of concrete. That's why we have none. And that's slowing down production of parts. But I think now that we're redirecting the extras, this is going to start making up the difference, I think. And we should start seeing that our parts for construction, yep, are definitely going faster. Although this is paused, that's probably why. I'm not going to spend red parts on glass. It's such a bad trade. I don't like it at all. So I think in the next video, we're going to start making our own glass. And I was really hoping to do that on level 2 here. Like work our way out and start mining extra sand. And I think that's what I'm probably going to end up doing. So I'm going to blueprint out my glass production. Then I'm going to get trucks and stuff to mine the beach down to at least level 2. We could go even more. I mean, this is already level 2. I mean, maybe I could just make the glass right here. Like, I've already got a sufficient level 2 area here, I think. Are you raised up? No, you're all flat. So I might just do it here instead. This is enough space to make that happen. Set up the other production buildings here. We feed it over into glass making and start doing that. I think that's probably possible. And then eventually that opens up the possibility of maybe taking this down to +1. We obviously don't want to go close to the water, and we don't want to go below sea level. So, Yeah, I think that's probably what we'll end up doing here. And then our land bridge is almost done, which is really cool. The wall isn't, but once we get, you know, you can see how they're able to mine right next to the wall now. This is an extra pipe, and this is enough space for another pipe, maybe even 2 pipes through here. So we could get a whole bunch of pipes laid in through here if we want to. And I'll probably start with level 1 pipes, probably, just so that I can get it filled in and start working on that. We can always upgrade them later. It's very easy to do that. You can't click on them, but when you connect all of them up and you have them coming out the other side, you click on the part that's coming out of the ground already, and that highlights the entire pipe, and you can just upgrade the entire pipe. Once more, you don't even need to do that with Unity because the trucks can bring it to the edge where it's popped out of the ground. So there will be a spot here that's popped out, a spot here that's popped out, and then over on this side, there'll be 1 spot that's popped out here with like 4 pipes. And that's the game plan for the underground pipes, okay? So I think these fields, I'm gonna maybe have them paused for now. I don't need them yet, but we're gonna work on them soon. And then now that I have this laid out and I kind of know roughly where it's gonna be, I can go ahead and lay in this pipe here. And I'm thinking I might go ahead and just leave this at ground level. I think so. And we already have some that are raised up on this side, so I'll probably raise it up after that. But yeah, if I leave this at ground level for now and then raise it up here so that it meets up with this other pipe, right? At that point, I think that's probably a good idea. I could even get away with, I suppose, doing it something like this. And then raise it up from here. Is that okay to do? No, because I have to be, I'm going to be too close to the intersection to do that. Yeah, I have to come around a little bit. And then I can raise it up from there. So you'll just pop into there. This will be my first like field that gets fertilized with this. And then as we raise this pipe up, you know, we'll connect it to the rest of the fertilizer system. And then we can slowly start, you know, toggling direction on these pipes to change them to where they're getting fed the other way. So that's the game plan. That's what we're up against right now. But I'm gonna let that go for now. I don't need the pipes at the moment. And we'll just let that stew for a bit, okay? We're definitely going to use the fertilizer, so I don't have to worry about it getting, like, you know, too overloaded or anything. Like, it's not going to be the full tank, and it's stopping us, it's bottlenecking us. I don't have to worry about that because we'll be able to process it. Now, this part, though, I will need an extra one of these to be processing, and that's where this comes in. So we can do another one right here. We'll just feed it on this side, that extra fertilizer. And then over here on this side, we will cross and pop it in to the pipe. We could just do it here too, it's fine. But I might as well connect it to its own source. And now we'll have both of these able to process fertilizer for me from the same source. Yeah, you will prioritize fertilizer over slag. And I think you'll just prioritize the slag. Although, what's the point, right? Why not prioritize... Yeah, why not prioritize the fertilizer instead of the slag? I don't know. I also want to get this coastline filled in because I'm going to bring sulfur in, I think, on this side since we're going to be using the sulfur over here. So I'll either bring it over here or I'll fill it in on this side and bring it over here. But I think it's this is a good spot for sulfur, I think. So I'm also filling in this. You can see the stuff is marked. And we'll have another cargo port here with sulfur. Okay. So I think that pretty much takes care of what we needed. I think the other cracking unit is going to be needed because this is backed up. So we're seeing the fuel is still good to go. So I think we can turn on the other cracking unit. Yeah, I wasn't sure if we could afford it, but you know, because I hadn't really done the math or anything. I just kind of said, okay, we'll need cracking units. So we can go ahead and flip this on, and we'll just Unity build all the pipes really quick. And now we'll be cracking with 2. We'll have 2, yeah. There you go. You got it. I don't have to tell you. You know what I'm saying. I may not be saying it coherently, but you know what I'm saying. That will be the extra naphtha, which will then flow into here, and now we can sustain that extra naphtha boiler. That's going to be great. Okay. I think I'll leave the video here. We are stable with power. We are stable with the extra steam that's needed to facilitate all of this. We are clearly creating enough fertilizer since this is full now, so I need to get that pipe routed and start doing that. So I'll do that offline because routing pipes is probably one of the boring things to see in the game. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the red parts production once again so I don't forget. That can start up again. And yeah, I hope you guys had a great day. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.